Hey, shalom, shalom. Hey, first and foremost, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Baruch Kodash. Double honors to the elder apostles and the elder bishops of Great Millstone, who rule very well, very beautifully. Double salutations to the Acumen, her pushing this gospel in truth and in sincerity to the best of their ability, given to them by Yahweh Bashem El Shai. Peace, blessings, and salutations be unto the elect scattered abroad. May the election be upon all your houses, man. But hey, this is Brother Quandar Wath from the GMS Phoenix Camp. Come back at you, Lord will, with that edifying lesson through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shemel Shai. And Lord will, this is straight to the point. Lord will, this is quick. I don't want to make this too long, man. It's probably gonna be like a quick hit, but yeah, man. I had something happen to me today, man, and it was very vexing. But I had this dude that I work with, man. He was constantly saying shit, pissing me off, man. And I just was getting tired of being around him, but I have to work with him. And then he ultimately did something that made me, made me want to, get physical with him, man. But I had to, basically brush it off. I didn't, I was at work. I didn't want to, deal with that shit. So I had to, just ultimately pray about it, pray Yahweh Shemel Shai, destroy his ass, man, threw them curses up, but ultimately this lesson, this quick little lesson is going to go into, offending the men of the Lord, man, or trying to come up against the men of the Lord, how ultimately that has dire consequences, man. So this is 1 Kings 13:1. It says, "And behold, there came a man of the Most High out of Judah by the word of the Lord unto Bethel, and Jeroboam stood by the altar to burn incense." And for those that don't know who Jeroboam is, he's ultimately, an Ephraimite king. Jeroboam and Rehoboam, which Rehoboam is the son of Solomon, they had basically a feud, right? A feud against each other, man. And Rehoboam was, again, the king over Israel, Jeroboam was king over Israel, and then Rehoboam was the king over Judah, right? And Jeroboam was wicked, right? It says, "And he cried again against the altar in the word of the Lord, and said, O altar, altar, thus saith the Lord, behold, a child shall be born unto the house of David, Josiah by name, and upon thee shall he offer the priest of the high places that burn incense upon thee, and men's bones shall be burnt upon thee." Verse 3 says, "And he gave a sign the same day, saying, This is the sign which the Lord Yahweh Bashem Shai hath spoken. Behold, the altar shall be rent, and the ashes that are upon it shall be poured out." Here's the point. It says, "And it came to pass when the king Jeroboam heard the saying of the man of the Most High, which had cried against the altar in Bethel, that he put forth his hand from the altar, saying, Lay hold on him." Now, how I envision this is, he's standing there, and this man is, this prophet is, speaking, and he points, "Lay hold on him, bound him up, put him in the prison, because he's offended at, basically what this man had said, right? And it says, and his hand, which he put forth against him, right, dried up so that he could not pull it in again to him, right, man? And so this this King Jeroboam, man, when he went to go point at him, for those that have seen the movie, Clash of the Titans, with the Kraken and stuff, when he had grabbed that Medusa head, and as the Kraken was about to slam his hand down, he flashed him with the Medusa head, and his hand, he ultimately turned to stone, and his hand was coming down slower, and then turned to full concrete. And just imagine that, man. King Jeroboam is pointing his hand, and as he's pointing it, the closer he gets to, directly pointing at, this prophet, his hand starts to, turn into stone, eventually full stone, man, to where he can't, and it doesn't say it was stone, could be, just withered up, but that's how I imagine it, man, that this man could not move his arm at all, man. He had lost all feeling, all movement. Everything was dried up. It was stoned up. You couldn't move shit, man. And that's a fearful thing, man. To watch your hand just shrivel up, or freeze up on you, and you can't do anything to it. You can't move it. You can't flex it. You can't do nothing, man. That's a fearful thing, man. And this is what the Lord Yahweh Shemel Shai, had done unto this man, because he was coming up against, men of the Lord. Yahweh Shem Shai was speaking through this man, and the king was coming up against him, man. Which ultimately translate to you not coming up against, just this man, but you're mostly, mainly coming up against Yahweh Shem Shai, man. And that's just how it is. But the point I want to get into is, you coming up against the men of the Lord, hey, there's dire consequences for it, man. Hey, the Lord Yahweh Shem Shai very, very well could and will judge you for that, man. Whether it be, you just speaking, words that are offensive unto the man, or you actually, doing something to this man or to his family or to his other brothers or whatever it may be that pisses this man off or that offends him, to where he's got to throw curses upon you, or he's got to, he's vexed, or annoyed by what you had said or done. It's a very fearful thing to fall into the hands of the living power, man. Hey, because the men of the Lord, the Lord Yahweh Shem Shai said in Psalms, the 34th chapter, the cry of the righteous, he heareth the cry of the righteous, man. So this man ultimately is praying, against you, and you best believe Yahweh Shem Shai is hearing it, man. And that could mean a very gruesome, a very painful, either both, a very slow and painful and gruesome death can happen unto you, man. This is why, at all times we have to be walking, on our toes, man. Because this doesn't just go for, those that are outside of this gospel, man. It's like it. This goes for, us as well, man. Beginning with those that teach and preach, man. And we have to walk on eggshells as well, because yes, we get together with our brothers and, we have a good time, but we understand that these are men of the Lord, man, and in offending a man of the Lord, again, it's not a good thing, man. That could bring death upon you, man. So let me grab this scripture, because hey, when this happened to Jeroboam, hey, this scared the shit out of him, man. That scared the shit out of him. Now he was healed, hey, but just imagine, Lord Yahweh Shem Shai doing something like that, freezing your arm up. Hey, what else could the Lord Yahweh Shem Shai do, man? That was a flex on Yahweh Shem Shai's power, man. And believe me when I say it goes far above than what we can ever imagine, man. His power goes far above than what we can ever imagine, So this is Matthew 18, and I'll start at verse 5. I'll start at verse 4. Suck you, man. Long day. Matthew 18:4 says, and whosoever therefore shall humble himself as a little child, the same is greatest in the kingdom of heaven. And whoso shall receive one such little child in my name receiveth me. But whoso shall offend one of these little ones which believe in me, it were better for him that a millstone were hanged about his neck and that he were drowned in the depths of the sea, man. And that's a heavy, precept right there, man. Because you offending the men of the Lord. Matter of fact, let's go into the Blue Letter and see what that word offend means, man. Because you offend a man of the Lord, you annoy him, you vex him, you're liable to be put to death for it, man. Matthew 18 and verse 6. I'm gonna grab it. Shall offend. Scandalizo. Let's hear it.
Strong's G 4624. Scandalizo. Scandalizo.
Right, scandalizo, right? Right, to no, that's not it. Matter of fact, that's not what I'm looking for. Let's go right here. Right here, it's the point right here where I want to get. Right, it says offend, and this is the the Google simple Google definition. It says cause to feel upset, annoyed, or resentful. Right? Yeah, man. So if let's look at some of these words, man. To irritate, to vex, right? To vex, meaning what? To make someone feel annoyed, frustrated, worried, especially with trivial matters, right? Trivial matters. You know what I mean? So ruffle someone's feathers, and we all heard that, right? To outrage, to rattle, to aggravate, to get under someone's skin, and so on and so forth, man. All these things can ultimately have you, to be put to death, man. And it's not just in a very, it's not like a slap on the wrist, man. We're talking about a very gruesome and a very dishonorable way to go out, man. You look at drowning, and you watch yourself drown, man. You watch and feel every second of you drowning. It begins with the struggle, it begins with the struggle to try and stay afloat. Then you got the initial submersion. Submersion where you're actually going under. Now you're fighting to hold that breath, man. While trying to fight to get up, man. And then you know what I mean. You got the you start to ultimately go unconscious, right? And then you got the cardiac arrest, and then death, man. You know, it's a very drawn out, a very long and very man, scary way to go out, man. And you watch some of those movies, man. Where they tie a big ass boulder to somebody like their feet, and then throw them in there. You know what I mean? There's no way to escape, man. You almost don't get to take that breath, man. That right before you go in, because you're getting thrown in, man. Sometimes a person might be unconscious already, but when you're unconscious, guess what you're doing? You're breathing, man. So if you're unconscious and then you're thrown in, and almost immediately you're breathing in that water, and which is almost immediate cardiac arrest, which is almost immediate death, man. Hey, the Lord Yahweh Shemel Shai could do anything to you, man. He could put you to death for offending one of his little ones, man. For irritating them, for vexing them, for aggravating them, man. It's not something that is it's something to play around with, man. Scripture says it's a fearful thing to fall into the hands of the living power, man. Hey, so you gotta watch. You gotta watch what you say, watch what you do, man. At all times. And we're coming into a time, where those are that are of the faith, and we need to walk more carefully, a lot more now, because there's a big sifting going on right now, man. And those that are not true, sincere, those that are not, you know what I mean, that don't have that, that humbleness, to realize, hey, you might not even meant to offend the brother, man, but realizing that brother is offended, and you gotta humble down, man, and not try to justify, hey, the brother's offended, man, try to make amends, man, humble the fuck down, man, and try to make amends, apologize, man, and for those that are outside the gospel, man, hey, unless Yahweh Shemel Shai wants you to repent, ultimately what you're doing is you're just making your destruction, or making yourself more worthy for the destruction that is to come, man, and or gonna make your destruction, very dishonorable, man. You can go out by Esau, Edom, very, very hungry Edomites, eating you limb from limb alive, man, to the point where you eventually give out and die, man, we don't know, man. He could even save you for that destruction, man. We don't know, man. But again, hey, the point of this lesson, man, is, hey, don't offend a brother, man. Don't offend, a man of the Lord, You know, for those that don't believe, hey, your ass is grass at that point, man. You know, but for you brothers and you few sisters that take heed to this doctrine that was given through the Spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Shai on down, you know, from our elder apostles on down, hey, take heed. This is a serious matter, man. You know, it is not something light. You know, and that's all I really got. I just want to make those points, man. You know, Lord Bull is edifying. Lord Bull straight to the point. I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh Shem Shai, Ba'Shem, Rachach Wadash, double honor to the elder apostles and elder bishops of Great Millstone. Peace, blessings, salutation be up to the elect. We'll say shalom till next time.